Some would differ. All right. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Are you German though?
I think a lot of my family is German, so I'm actually deeply offended. Yeah, I'm actually really offended. We were just talking about nobody's stormed off your podcast yet, and I think it's about to change.
He knows. BruKnows what you trying to find out. 3, 2, 1, Bruno knows starts now.
Welcome to another episode of BruKnows. I actually forgot to change my shirt. I was going to have 2 outfits, but it's all good, boys. It is all good. If you don't follow us or subscribe, please subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow the boy on Instagram, okay? BRVNO. I'm excited about this podcast because, you know, they basically let me play in their playground, right? So I got 2 people here with me today. I got a Swizzle, right? Ashton. And the man himself, DearAmbr.
What's up?
What's up? So just to give you guys a little bit of background, a Swizzle and DearAmbr here.
Ashton.
Ashton. A Swizzle and DearAmbr. They own the warehouse, right? So if you guys have been trying to figure out what's all this like crazy background that we have, the studio, you guys should come check them out, especially if you're in Denver. They got a ton of rooms like this. And my favorite part about it is it feels like I'm on set, you know? It feels like I'm somewhere.
Technically you are.
This is a set.
You are.
I am on set.
It's sort of like when music artists say like, oh, you make like real music.
I make real music.
Oh, this is like a real set.
Yeah,
it is a real set.
Yeah.
But thank you. Yeah.
This shit's real, bro. Real music. That's freaking awesome. So yeah, guys, thanks for always welcoming me on the podcast. And you know, booking these podcasts, it's rough, dude. It's rough. People no show. You know, people reschedule. And you guys have been patient. If I had to pay you guys for the time that I did book originally, you know, I'd probably be living outside. So it's all good. Or here, you know, or here.
Wow. Our rates are pretty good.
Yeah, they're good rates.
They're good rates.
For us.
So I've for us, all profit, baby, all profit. So I've heard the story a couple of times, right? But how'd you guys come up with the idea for the warehouse?
You wanna lead this? And
I'll lead it.
Pick up the back. Yeah.
Well, so I've not that this is interesting to anybody, but I've done videography for a long time, right? Yeah. So me and DearAmbr have been friends for a long time. Since what? 10 years? 10 years, whatever. Met in middle school. Little prepubescent boys.
Did you have facial
hanging
hair at
out
the time
on the playground?
Absolutely not.
At the time, no, and still don't. No. I'm waiting. For
I
that
probably
to
still had
come
facial hair, but
yeah.
Yeah,
you've always been growing, huh?
I guess.
Were you like big brother? Were you always big brother to him a little bit?
A little bit. You know, he was always this little guy. He's, you know.
Okay, bro.
Was he short? Were you short?
Okay.
No, not short. Just like
I was pretty short.
Slim?
Scrawny.
Yeah, I was like 120 from freshman year until literally last year. And then COVID happened and I drank a bunch of beer. Didn't get outside.
So
and then
it wasn't like a...
I'm like 170 now, 175.
You put on 50 pounds.
I put on like 50 pounds in like a year and a half.
Bro, you were not 120 last year.
Dude, no, not last year. Like a year and a half ago, I was 120.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe I was starting to push like the 125.
You think?
Like it was past like if I had a big poop in me,
God.
Then that extra 5 pounds, like maybe.
You did say you could use the word poopy. That was in the contract.
I asked. Yeah, we signed a thing. I'm allowed to say poopy.
Poopy.
Dude, that's so nuts. 125 though, for real?
Yeah, so I mean,
because I mean, you don't look like thick or anything either, you know.
Just kind of filled out, like in a good way.
No, I think really what happened is now I'm 23 and my metabolism just stopped working on like ultra overtime. So then instead I couldn't eat 3 Taco Bell meals a day and actually lose weight.
But you still eat the meals now.
Right. Oh, so then it compounds. It's like a good lesson in like financial investing.
Yeah.
But just in weight is like, okay, you eat the Taco Bell over and over. At first, it doesn't seem like a lot, but over time, that compounds, and suddenly I can't see my own dick in the shower.
Bro.
For a couple different reasons. Yeah.
Are those glasses prescription at least? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. Let me,
Well,
I'll
maybe
show you
that's
this.
why. Do you wear your glasses in the shower?
No, but
Oh,
I
that's
have
fine.
You can't see it anyway. Yeah.
I have a. I'll show the camera this. I have like the worst lazy eye ever.
Bro,
I don't
don't
know.
do
Can you
that.
see that?
Dude, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
So I'm like trying to focus
Yeah.
on you, and that's what happens. This eye just has a mind of its own.
Well, that's good, dude. And the glasses straighten it or what?
Kind of.
I don't
Yeah.
understand the technology of that. I mean, it's not technology, but
Of the glasses?
of like how it fixes your lazy eye.
Well, it's just a. It's just like,
It does though,
It
bro.
does,
What
though.
the heck?
well, it's lazy. It gets tired really easy. So then the glasses help it not feel as tired.
Is that
It's
the
like taking
definition of
Adderall.
lazy eye? Is it just like,
Yeah,
Fuck
like
it.
well, like it, like yeah, like it just says, "Fuck it, fuck you."
it.
I'm looking this way.
it's just like, I would look straight, but this shit is such a hassle.
Yeah.
It's not worth
Dude,
it.
This is so tiring.
But anyway,
I've always said
Yeah.
I can't do sports because of it. So that's why I
that's
got
a
into
built-in
videography.
excuse.
So I got into
Yeah.
art. I got into videography. Been filming videos for this guy for a long time. You
Yeah.
know.
pretty good videos.
Yeah, they're good videos, bro.
Thank
They
you.
are good videos.
Thank you.
I'm a fan.
I appreciate that.
I've always been a fan.
I hate my own
Thank you.
work, but
Yeah,
Yeah, you're always going to be your biggest critic, you know?
I like my own work.
yeah,
but
okay. But long story short, we went to
Yeah.
a place in LA. We've been to LA.
Yeah.
yeah. LA.
you know, you
No
made
big
it when
deal.
you took a trip to LA for the
LA.
weekend.
We were in LA for the weekend and shooting videos with Kasky, the music artist. He's like a real music artist.
Yeah.
opposed to like a fake aspiring music artist.
That's
But
good.
DearAmbr, we were out there. We were at a studio kind of like this that we found on Peerspace, which is actually coincidentally where you can book our space, the
Yeah.
warehouse.
Your space.
Peerspace.
What
and it
is
was kind of cool.
Pure space?
Peerspace.
Peerspace.
It's like Airbnb,
P-E-E-R?
Like yeah,
like peer.
Yeah,
like
that's
you're,
cool.
like we're peers, you know.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that. That's dope.
yeah.
And
I
yeah.
just blow up
just
Ashton
don't- yeah.
until he replies.
He just,
Hey,
well,
motherfucker.
and then he texted me. He's like, "Oh yeah, they rescheduled tomorrow," and he had told me he was shooting next
Yeah,
week.
bro. I got
We're-
confused. Numbers, you know?
We always make
Yeah.
time for Bruno.
Yeah,
course.
thank you guys. But yeah, you went to LA, right? You saw the LA.
We saw that, and
LA.
then we came back here from LA, and I mean, yeah, we pretty much were like, we kind of had this warehouse space, pretty much just a concrete box, and then we built a bunch of shit out of it. That's really cool. And
So did
perfect
you
for-
already have the warehouse space?
Mhm.
Like you guys knew you were gonna
Yeah.
do something in
Well,
here?
so pretty much right before COVID all hit, right?
Yeah.
We had gotten this space, renting
COVID.
it,
Yeah.
because I had booked a show
Yeah.
for that next summer, and we were like, we need somewhere to rehearse because I was
Okay.
putting my band together. We were getting the set list together. I was about to drop my album, but then everything kind of went crazy, and then
Yeah.
everything slowed down. And we're like, okay, we're obviously not going to play the show in June,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it's peak time of like everything's just going absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay,
Yeah, that was like when it was like, don't even go outside.
Yeah.
Like being
Yeah.
outside, you're gonna die.
yep. In a way, though, I am glad that we did take that time to slow down because I realized I was about to drop like almost half of my catalog at
Yeah.
once for no reason, like
Yeah.
rather
Just
than,
it felt like you needed to.
yeah, I was like, oh, like this is the way you're gonna do it because like this was also like right around the time that TikTok had started
Yeah.
really being a big piece of independent artists getting some traction and stuff. So
Yeah.
I was just like not thinking of that at all or thinking
Yeah.
about like the way that the singles come out now. If you release single by single, it gives you
Yeah.
way more of a chance rather than if you just drop 15, 20 songs
Yeah.
at once.
Like
It's
Russ. Yeah.
right.
Just one a
you
week.
just got it one a week. That stuff
Yeah.
works, So I mean, we were doing that, had the space for the rehearsing, and then it kind of slowed down. And then year later, we went on that trip, and then came back, and we're like, okay, pitched the idea to our investors, and we're like, we really want to do this. We think it's a viable business.
Yeah.
We can benefit from it ourselves. Now we don't have to go to LA and book
Right.
studio time somewhere else. We have
We film everything in
film
house.
everything in house.
In house.
Not in LA.
in HAUS,
Yeah.
in house.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so-
yeah. Is that where the name came from? Like in house or warehouse, I guess?
Well, we always called so.
It feels a little like
to be
Nazi
blunt.
a
We
little bit.
had no just because it's German.
What
Okay.
is that? Is it German?
Yeah, but not all Germans are Nazis. That was like
Not in that way.
Well, some would differ. All right. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Are you German though?
I think a lot of my family is German, so I'm actually
I
deeply
have some
offended.
German.
Yeah, I'm actually really offended. We were just talking about nobody's stormed off your podcast yet, and I think it's about,
I'm about
to change.
to.
Bro, that did kill the vibe. All right. I guess Nazis is, let me just write this down. Nazis is on the no side. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what else you guys? No, but where'd you guys come up with the name?
Okay, we've always called this, and I hope this is just interesting. Whatever.
Yeah.
We've always called this the warehouse.
Yeah.
Right?
I wonder why.
Because it's a warehouse.
Yeah.
So like
warehouse.
when it was just the stage, we had these crappy little speakers, and we basically like. It was just,
To be honest,
you
it's
want to
just
come
a
to the
party
warehouse? It was
space.
literally just a party space. It's not like we
like-
were throwing down all the time, but we had like, I don't know, we just would throw down. We didn't throw down, but we would throw down.
was
You know,
fun.
and it's we're going to the warehouse, and we just come and freaking play.
Was there
Pong
furniture at the time?
Oh no,
At
there
least?
was, dude.
it
It
was
was
Just
like,
so,
you can't see it on camera, but there was a little corner. We have like this vinyl wall,
Yeah.
and that was it. There were vinyls on the wall, and we had some like fairy lights, and that's where the pong table would go.
Yeah, that's
Dang.
So that was it. So then
That's it?
anytime that was happening, it's like, oh, we're going to the warehouse. Because we were literally going to a warehouse.
Yeah.
So then we're like, well, we'll just call it the warehouse. It's the warehouse. But we called it house because mainly
House.
for SEO.
Mainly for,
literally for
branding.
SEO
Yeah.
because there's 1,000 warehouses that
Yeah,
are
that's a
a
good
million
idea.
different products. And
Even
we're like,
in
well,
Denver, even just in Denver.
yeah, there's the warehouse.
There's another-
Liquor Mart,
yeah.
There's the warehouse that's just like actually
Yeah.
a warehouse shipping shit.
There's a venue called the Warehouse that's in Denver too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
we're like,
So
okay,
we're
I
like,
know-
we gotta at least if there's any level of we'd get popular, more popular, then at least like houses, then we'll come up. So it's
Okay.
not some,
And-
like yeah.
So like
Mainly
the Nazi
SEO.
stuff was like just a bonus.
Yeah, that was pretty much at the bottom of the list. Yeah. Actually, I don't think that was on the mind for the brand.
Oh man.
For the brand, I don't think.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
and personally, actually, yeah, just in general, the Nazi stuff was
Nazi
is
stuff
kind of
really-
like left that in history class,
Yeah.
and that was bad. But I guess it has a resurgence.
a resurgence.
People are like,
Yes.
oh,
It is trending.
well,
yeah.
Kanye is. Well, he might be spitting
goodness.
some facts.
Yeah, bro. Well,
Not saying that.
you know, can't deny the music. I'll tell you that. That's the only tough part, bro. You can't deny the music. You know. I think. Is there a point? Do you guys believe where like the music is so good?
That any, like they could get away with anything type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. And what is that line, right? Because I mean, at the same time, like R. Kelly had great music.
Sure.
But like, I don't hear as much R. Kelly, but you hear Michael Jackson all the time. You know?
Where would that line? I mean, that's just like a
Do you ever
Well,
want to
when
be
it's-
big enough to where you could like cross that line?
like cancel myself. On purpose.
Yeah,
Hey, you know,
Just say some crazy.
being
just to
able to-
test the level of
just
your
like, yeah,
music.
you're just like feeling the line, trying to figure out where that is. No, I mean, I'd probably play it on the super safe side. But I don't know. I mean,
Well,
Yo, so when can you
House is
finally
a
be
weird-
yourself, bro?
Yeah.
How big do you have to be before you finally start saying all that Nazi stuff you normally say?
you're
in
just
person?
leaving Nazi breadcrumbs
geez.
right now, bro. Just
Yeah,
house.
this clip is gonna resurface
Yeah.
in 10 years. We're going.
well, I
down.
always thought it was weird. I come in here and you guys just like do
Okay,
this.
this isn't true. This isn't true.
Bro, my guests were getting, they're like, bro, why does he keep saying nine and just doing that with his hands? And we'll probably we'll blur my hand because I don't know. But like, I'm just reenacting. I just thought that was y'all's handshake, but it's all
Right,
good.
it's not right. He's making this up.
I am making this up.
that is true.
That's
Oh, it's true
defamation.
that he's making it up.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's true. That he's making it up. Oh man, this is terrible. I think the line is like, it's like, well, shit. Now, if Kanye releases new songs, it's like a bummer because then you're gonna have that in mind than the old stuff. I think like R. Kelly's a perfect example where his music, in my opinion, was already bad.
Yeah.
So then,
Really?
So then when
All
it's
of
like,
it, though?
well, not all of it, but just like
He had some hits,
well,
bro.
it's a little different when you're like you're saying some horrible stuff, and it's like, you shouldn't say that, Kanye. You're a ding dong. But when it's
Yeah.
like R. Kelly actually like diddled kids,
Yeah.
that's when it's like,
Well,
you can't.
Yeah.
So
were they
but-
kids though? I thought the R. Kelly stuff was like
No, I think-
prisoner stuff, right? Like,
don't-
it was like
know
women
nothing.
that
Pretty sure it
he
was,
used to keep like women in cages and like pee on them.
yeah.
and stuff.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
There's this awesome. I wish we had the ability to pull stuff up. There's this awesome.
Bro, we
he
need
was
that.
doing a
The tour-
concert
yeah,
in
yeah.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And he starts just kind of freestyling on stage,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
starts
yeah.
singing. And after,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he's been convicted of like keeping women, like it's horrible.
At this
right?
point, he already
And
had.
no,
that.
not at this point.
No,
but
okay.
that you look back and he starts freestyling. He's like, "Do you have your passports? Do you got your shots?
yeah.
Do you want to come back to America?"
Bro, your voice
and he
is
starts
good.
like
That's a good
singing
voice.
like, "You want to come back with
It's
me? Like you got your
super
shot."
sus.
It's horrible.
Yeah. You
But-
like that though?
No. Well, what? Like no. Well, okay. Maybe it's
Yeah.
I think that it'd be like, okay, if we found out like way after the fact, like Michelangelo was like a bad person, you know?
Wasn't he though? Was he?
Probably. They
Are
all
we
probably
cultured?
were.
What do you guys know about other like
I
stuff?
used to be.
Super
I was
uncultured.
valedictorian.
He
Were you?
was.
That's a lie.
Graduated
Were you?
No, it's
with-
actually true.
Really?
Yeah. Co.
Oh, were you homeschooled?
No. Well, yeah.
It was
I
online.
did graduate from online school. It's funny. This is such a stupid tangent, but I graduated with like a 4.6.
Yeah.
But
When?
in 2018.
No, when did I ask?
Oh.
Nerd. Just kidding.
Oh, no, okay.
Bro, I had good grades too. Good grades. But yeah,
You can continue.
yeah. So
This podcast sucks.
so 4.6,
salvage it.
right?
4.6.
But
Weighted
I got
classes,
I
obviously,
got a
right?
D in AP calculus, and so like
What
the
was your
day
grade?
before graduation, I had my whole valedictorian speech, and that was like when the final happened.
Yeah.
So then I ended with a D, and I think technically this other girl had a higher GPA than me, but it was kind of
But you
awkward
still
because
did?
it was the day before, like they'd already done this, like I'd already sent
Yeah.
my speech, and they're like, "This is good to go." So it was kind of just like, "You're co." So I gave my speech, and then she was just kind of next to me, like they were like,
Bruh.
"She's also valedictorian."
and she
I
had no
felt really bad.
speech.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents.
yeah, just like that. Yeah,
But it's over a Zoom call. Yeah.
yeah. All that to be.
Wait,
all that
was
to
it on
say-
Zoom?
No. It was real life. It was real life.
Because it was online.
It was real.
Not that Zoom isn't also real life.
guess,
I'm
yeah.
doing
Yeah.
the same shit I just made fun of.
Yeah.
All
Then you
well,
went
let's
to
get off
college
the
at
diddling kids stuff.
DeVry.
What?
Bro, we were talking about your GPA,
your
bro.
GPA?
You brought that back, all right?
Well, I was trying to bring it back because then
Don't.
back to where we were,
Don't
and then
please.
move
Wanna come
on
back to it.
because I wanted to put a ribbon on it. Not like a. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Not on the kids, of course, right?
No.
Anyway. But, okay, so you were never,
Whoever edits this is gonna have a fun time.
you were never, and you did this last time,
wait,
bro.
wait.
You did
Wait.
this last
Let's
time
do
with
this.
the kids,
Let's
bro.
do this. Let's do this. Let's just
Your videography skills better be fire.
be silent
right?
for
'Cause-
like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
To give a good cut point,
yeah.
and then you're gonna just start a new topic.
Okay.
Just in case, maybe
Yeah.
this stays in, but if it doesn't, then we have a
This
good.
is definitely staying in.
Okay.
You're fucked.
Yeah. This is all good, I think, right? You watch
Oh,
YouTube,
Brian
right?
likes it.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, off camera, Brian.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I'm big enough to be canceled from
No,
YouTube, so it's all good, bro. We can say
Nobody.
whatever the
We
fuck
haven't said
want.
anything.
Yeah.
It's not like you're at. I think. I don't think R.Kelly should have gone to jail at all.
Clip
I'm using
that.
that clip, yeah. Co-owner,
sound
co-valedictorian.
Co-owner, I don't have anything
Can you
for
do
myself.
anything on your own?
But all that being said, I think if
I'd like to
If-
thank my parents.
is there a world where like, all this, it's still art.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still art. So I think the stuff pre whatever horrible thing X person has done,
Yeah.
you can still you should still be able to look at that with still this is still its own. The entity of it can
Yeah.
be separate from them, but then it's like with R. Kelly, you have that Ethiopian concert. It's like, well, he's singing about it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like,
And they might have just
know?
been in the lyrics a little bit.
If it's
Right.
in the art, then it's a
right,
little-
then it's
little
cringe.
sucks.
Then it's bad. But it's like, Michael Jackson is like, well, he's still legendary, but he shouldn't have he shouldn't have done.
Did you guys know he got chemically castrated, bro?
What is
No.
that? Burned it off?
Yeah, when not off, I don't think, but his balls, yeah,
No.
burned it
Like
off.
Weinstein.
Yeah, so
What?
you just keep Weinstein. He was chemically castrated. Too?
No, he just had horribly disfigured nuts. That was part of why he loved essaying women, because it was a
Whoa.
weird, it was so
Oh, I did hear about that.
brutalized and disgusting that it was a weird control thing. You're still gonna like my gross wiener.
That's crazy,
Disgusting.
bro. Well,
But so he
Whoa,
burned his
dude.
balls.
no, well, his dad burned his balls, so he would keep his voice like that forever.
No.
Yeah.
Is
no
that
balls.
an
this
old
a-
wives' tale?
No,
Is
it's
there any
true.
factual
It's true.
evidence?
I think the doctor who pronounced him dead, all this stuff was released after he died.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he was chemically castrated at the age of 8.
To keep his voice from
Little.
changing.
Yeah.
Does that even work?
Well,
Apparently.
Yes.
Apparently.
All right. Sorry, DearAmbr.
it's a little late.
Gotta keep
It's
you
a little
fresh.
late.
It's a little late.
It's a little late for me.
It could go deeper, bro. I don't know.
It could all.
That's what she said.
We do.
It can't go deeper. Confirmed.
That's what
We
my
did
wife
bring
said.
lighter fluid, okay? We did bring lighter fluid just in case.
Okay.
All right, we got a match.
Got
over
the
there.
trash can out back.
Should we talk about
We
that?
do.
Should we
We
talk
do.
about that?
What?
When you had Derek Wolf on the show,
Yeah.
great episode.
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way.
Yeah, it was good, dude.
This guy,
very
this
entertaining.
guy,
Thank you, guys.
Bruno,
Yeah.
you all know him.
You
He
know.
wanted to light that bit where they light the Balenciaga on fire.
Yeah.
Awesome bit. Great segment. Great message. He wanted to do it right here.
I did want to do it right here.
Right in the middle of the
Now keep in mind that we don't allow a little joint being lit in
That's
here.
true.
Imagine a fire.
That's true. That
awesome.
is true. Ashton, it's not funny, bro.
I'm not laughing.
Okay, I'm just kidding, bro. It is a little funny. Not all the stuff, but the jokes we're making. Anyways, I think you should have let me still, even though the fire.
It would have smelled like smoke.
Bro, it
it was
would've
like
ruined it,
the
yeah.
weird lighter because it wasn't fluid. It was like gel, right?
Yeah.
You'd gotten some like gel. Yeah. So it was like just smoke. It was just.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, though, I did have Ashton convinced. If nobody would have showed up, I think I had you convinced. You were like almost about to let me.
If I didn't make a call to the big man.
He doesn't know how to say no.
What,
Well,
me?
I'm very
No,
convincing
I'm
as
really
well.
bad at saying no.
I'm very convincing.
I'm a
as
people
well.
pleaser.
But I also didn't know it was gonna do what it did too, and we had a lot of shirts. I thought it was just like be contained, you know.
No, and it just.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
And
That
then
trash can's still out there.
Well,
Yeah, if you want it.
for the people.
For the people.
Balenciaga ashes by
Cleaning up
Bruno.
the streets. Yeah.
By Bruno.
That would be really funny. We put a little plaque next to it, like it's a little art piece.
Bro, dang.
And then we
that's a
can
good
still
idea.
appreciate that art piece even when we learn
Yeah,
that you've done something horrible in like 10 years.
Right.
yeah, that's true.
We'll still appreciate
true.
your art. Yeah.
Thank you.
Your
Yeah.
garbage
Thank
can
you.
full of fiery ash.
I would have hoped that the art, transcends any bad thing I do, but we'll see. I'm up to.
See, I'm almost at that line I set for myself.
I do have I'm up to some stuff, so we'll see.
Oh God. It's not
Just
gonna.
kidding. But we could probably put the ashes in like little necklaces, Balenciaga. Ashes by Bruno. That sounds nice.
That does sound good.
That sounds like a brand,
It does. Bruno.
I don't know a good brand, but it sounds like a name.
It is a name.
got
Those
something
are
to it.
words
Those are
together.
words.
Yeah. And if you do capitalize the first letter, it does make it a name. That's what I learned. That's cool.
I learned that in like 3rd grade.
Yeah. Do you capitalize the
Yeah, you capitalize it, then it's proper noun.
Do you capitalize? Well, so are those 2 words or 1
2.
or both?
Yes.
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 Yes. So where'd you come up with the name A Swizzle is my question.
I'd be
On the-
swizzling, man.
What do you be swizzling normally?
Ace.
I swizzle a lot of things. I swizzle Q-tips in my ear, even though you're not supposed to do that. I'm kind of a bad boy.
Yeah.
Mash that earwax
Is that
deep
your
into
line?
my
So is
ear
this
canal.
what
Or your
swizzle
line
means?
is?
Swizzle left. Sometimes I swizzle right.
Dang.
I'll swizzle.
Swizzle anything.
You
at
know,
night.
I'll swizzle anything at night. Don't talk about my wife in that context.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
What about T Swizzle?
T swizzle?
I mean, are you guys related?
Who's
Who's
T
that?
Swizz?
Who's T Swizz?
Swizz?
Never heard of her?
T Swizzle.
T Swizzle. What are you talking about?
I'm confused. Is that a person?
T Swizzle?
Oh,
Oh,
T
like the
Swizz.
Like
artist?
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
T
T
Swizz.
Swizzle.
dang.
Yeah.
Don't they call her that? Some people.
You guys are related, huh?
Yeah.
Me and Swizz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom
That's
or,
cool.
or
Mama.
distant cousin.
Mommy.
Mommy.
She's helped me through hard times.
Mm-hmm.
Is she?
Helping.
Is she going on?
What has she been helping you with?
All the swizzling.
I don't know.
She swizzles me, I swizzle her. We
Swizzle
do some
back.
swizzling. No, she doesn't know about
Yeah.
me. I just DM her every day.
Yeah.
I just DM her every day.
We got some texts back and forth. You
Yeah.
unsend a bunch. She's like, oh, I don't hope she doesn't see that. She's never gonna see any of it. So, too bad.
All right. Where'd you get your name, DearAmbr? Because this is actually
That's a
good
real
story.
question.
Yeah, that was a real question.
Okay. Well,
You had a concise version.
I was
the one time.
I was explaining it to you
Yeah.
off camera.
Yeah, it was
See how I
good.
do on camera. This will be like the first time I've tried to explain it. Anyway. So, well, if you think about it hypothetically, no, I'm just kidding. So, basically, first album was called the Ember Letters. So that was an album. That was like my first album. A lot of the stuff that I had, you know, compiled from the past like 5-6 years. And I was like kind of thinking about I was going into like more EDM style. And then now I've decided to go into like more of an R&B pop kind of singer vibe. But that first album is just kind of just, I don't know. It basically is. Wait, no. I'm trying to think of the best way to explain. Dude, I have
did
not.
It so
So
perfectly.
Ember
so
letters.
perfectly.
Yeah, that last time was
one
perfect.
so good. Well, I'm trying not to like explain too much because there's no necessary. It's not necessary to explain all the lore of stuff. Ember letters. Let's start there. That is a word.
Yeah, what is an Ember letter?
Ember. Yeah.
Ember letters. That is the album name, and that came from basically like Ember is a character in like my head. He is like the person that is the more like motivating side of me. Like, you know, you got like the angel and the devil, and you're like both sides of your psyche or whatnot. So like Ember is the character I kind of like made out of like the things that are like trying to like get you out of depression and like keep you going and like be motivated to like, you know, get out of things like that. And then I never named the other character, just never did.
Doesn't need one.
So then where DearEMBR kind of came into things is that I'm not Ember the character, like I'm more just kind of telling like the story. So then DearEMBR is kind of the idea of like the Ember letters is like the letters, quote unquote, like, you know, are the songs, like those are like the messages, like what's happening kind of like in my head, I guess. Yeah. So then DearEMBR is like, that's like kind of the artist name because I'm not Ember myself necessarily, you know, like that's a part of me, but I'm just kind of telling the story of what's kind of going on in my life. Yeah. And then like Ember, you know, that guy, that character is like a part of that in a big way because like, you know, the thing inside of myself that's like helping me get through the pain and like, you know, helping get through hardships and stuff like that. Yeah. But so that's kind of the idea. I'm going to explain it better next time.
You're getting better every time you explain it.
That's true.
So Ember, when did you come up with the idea of creating that? Has that always been a thing?
Yeah, so then Ember came from, yet again, like another thing. It was a song. It's the last song on the album, but I had made this song, and it's kind of about, the song is kind of going back and forth between those two characters. Okay. It's kind of like a dialogue. Yeah. And it's just the ending of the chorus when it goes into the drop is like saying like, don't you come back until this fire will burn out again. It's kind of what it says. Yeah. And that's basically like saying, you know, like, the fire, like that's in like my heart, the drive or whatever, like that'll never go out because there'll always be an ember. So like the fire will never completely go out. Okay. Because it like Ember, that character will never let it completely go out and like never let darkness or like evil overcome everything.
I'm like picturing like a comic book like story.
You know, like it's super theatrical and like super like lore. Lore isn't really a word, but you know.
You made it one.
I did.
Yeah. Is it capital L or?
It's a capital L.
Well, that's a name.
Then it's a name. I made a name. It's a brand.
Lowercase L.
Lowercase L. But yeah, that's kind of where it came from. That's a better way to explain it. The Ember is like, you know, that fire that'll never be put out because
he's the protector of the fire, essentially. Yeah, the person that like motivates you, and so you're just like shout out that.
And you know,
guy.
it's still like me in a way, you know, because it's not like this actual character. That's a tangible person. It's still like all.
Do you feel like you can like? Is that when you're performing? Do you feel like you can? I feel like, is that like bipolar or like what? Can you tap into these characters like that? Like that movie Split?
More like schizo.
Yeah, like Split.
Like seeing stuff.
Just like
Split. Yeah.
Yeah. Every artist is just messed up in the head.
This is Ember. Like,
but no, I don't think I really like touch into those two characters whatsoever. Yeah. Really, it's more of just like, you know, those are like the. It's not like I'm Ember or I'm all this other thing. It's more like
alter ego kind of a little bit.
Yeah, it's more like that's like the, I don't know. I don't want to get like super spiritual, but you know, it's like in a way. I mean, I am religious, and that it kind of ties into that a little bit. You know, just like Ember being this thing or this like, I don't want to really necessarily say it's like a spirit, but it's like it's the side of me. It's the side of me that like wants to keep going. So it's like it's the part that like kicks in when things like everything like, you know, when everything seems like it's over, like everything's horrible and you're at your lowest, and it's like there's that one last thing. There's like that ember that's like keeping the fire going. So it's like that. Like when you're at your lowest, like that is there, and there's like I'm not left alone. Like I always have like that piece of me that's willing to keep going rather than like completely giving up. So that's more what it is. Awesome. And then DearAmbr is me like kind of my music is in some way. Every song is kind of talking about something that's happening in my, emotional state. So that it's kind of like,
well, no other artist has ever done that.
never, dude. Yeah, it's completely
It's a crazy concept.
Yeah.
Crazy concept.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's my way to make it my own thing. But I mean, it's a very basic concept, obviously. But
Yeah. Well, I think you did a good job explaining.
because
it,
I just was struggling so hard. I was like, I don't want to just be Aaron. That's my name, Aaron.
That's so stupid.
Up next, it's
Aaron.
Aaron.
Hey, we got Aaron.
But you never thought like Dear Aaron either.
Dear
What is
Aaron.
and the Dear just
Well, I thought about
Dear Aaron. It's just his diary.
Dude.
Dear Aaron.
that makes me sound like I'm like this little indie singer songwriter.
Yeah.
Dear Aaron, I'm gonna come up with my mandolin and sing a few tunes for you. I don't know. I always wanted to do Ember, but then like I would have just gone with straight up Ember, but it was taken off by a lot of people. So it's just
so
again, like
was this
yet
more of
again,
like a
branding
thing? Yeah,
kind
just
of
branding.
like it's like completely original.
Yeah.
The name, I don't know about the meaning necessarily, but
Right.
like the name is a completely original name. There is no one else named DearAmbr.
Yeah.
For now.
For now, yeah. I see you. You're A
I
Swizzle.
just do it. Yeah, A Swizzle. I'm actually DearEMBR.
You're from Ember.
Oh man.
But yeah, it was like kind of just I guess somewhat of a marketing move just to make sure that I like really was. If you wanted to find me and you knew my name, it wouldn't be hard to like, oh, well, which one is it? Like if it's if your name is I don't know Drake, but say it was before like
right before
or
Drake.
like say you want to be Drake now, you're fucked.
Well, I think even him, like on Instagram, he has to be like Champagne Poppy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's by choice,
I don't
Probably
know.
try to get Drake, maybe.
Yeah.
Champagne
I mean,
Poppy is a cool name, though.
The fact that you have the Bruno
you
with
know
the V is pretty impressive.
My brother got that for me.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, dude. He just DM'd the guy who had it. We sent him like $200 and he gave it to me. I got the BruKnows too. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
same
good.
thing.
He did.
Same thing.
Yeah.
That was only $100.
Slid 'em- yeah.
Yeah, people are
They don't
sleeping.
know what they're missing. Yeah.
People are sleeping.
That's funny.
Yeah, because before I had my first Instagram name was I Succeed Too Much.
Mm-hmm.
Fire concept though. Still, it was basically I used to like Jordan Burroughs. If you guys know the wrestler, no, but oh, he's like
I just don't follow wrestling that much.
Well, he's like Olympic gold medalist, like multiple times. I think he's won like 8 world championships. Probably the best wrestler ever. But his is All I See Is Gold is like his at name. So I came up with that, but then it was like, dude, it did not fit the character, like, because I was 85 pounds, 4'11". You were bigger than me as a freshman, dude.
That's crazy.
And so I played with a lot of stuff. I had like Bruno for Prez, all this other thing, But do people come up to you and say like DearAmbr, like the people that listen to your music and don't maybe personally know you?
I have actually had a couple people come up and say DearAmbr. A lot of people end up just saying Ember.
Oh, really?
It's like, oh, are you DearAmbr? And because I wear this hat a bunch. This is my merch.
Yeah.
Check out the
Let
merch
me
link
see.
in the bio.
You're covering it. You're covering it with that. Check out the merch.
Got the merch, black hat. No. Yeah, that's my logo right here.
That's sick, dude.
Link in the bio. No. Anyway, yeah, I used to wear the hat all the time, and so like if someone recognized the logo, I have had a couple people like come up and be like, oh my gosh, are you DearAmbr? Like I listen to your music all the time.
Oh, really?
Not like I'm not gonna say like a bunch, but
He's
like
completely
a
like
handful.
Yeah, we can't even
handful.
just take this guy outside. That's why he just
Yeah,
lives
dude,
at the
I have
warehouse.
to stay here. Yeah, I have to get shuttled home.
It's
crazy out
18,000 monthly. You never know.
Dude,
Yeah.
18,000.
That's all it needs. That's all it needs. It'll keep popping off. But has anybody ever like called you the wrong name on accident? Like maybe they think like Ember is like a last name, so they're like Dear.
I get a lot of
Are you Dear?
I get a lot of DMs that say hello, dear, or how are you doing, dear?
Oh,
I think
it's
it's just
the
like all the
bots.
bots like
Yeah.
coming through, but no real people have been like, hey, dear, or Mr. Ember.
It's normally Ember. They say
Ember,
Ember.
which
Yeah.
I'm kind of I like it. I don't know. I kind of like being called Ember rather than DearAmbr. It just sounds like so long to say and formal, and I'm just more of a short
Formal. It is formal. Dear
Short.
Ember.
Ember.
Small in size.
That's what I was going for.
Just
Yeah.
like a little Ember.
Just like a little guy. It doesn't really do the job, but it makes you. It warms.
But that
you up
shit
at
could
night.
turn up.
Yeah,
The worst
That
part,
could turn up, bro.
the worst part about the whole DearEMBR, like it's better than the Ember for SEO. But the worst part is when you look up Dear in any streaming service, it's that musical shows up.
Dear
The Dear,
Hansen.
yeah, Dear Evan Hansen. I don't even know if you know what that is.
What is
Apparently
that?
It's massive.
It's a Broadway show.
Yeah,
I
it's a
think?
Broadway show.
Yeah.
So the like that is what
dude.
shows. You look up Dear,
Yeah.
and it's all just the musical
Really?
stuff. So
Yeah.
it's so funny.
Yeah, dude, it's probably
has to
tough to
get
get on
higher than
top of
that.
that because it's
On
like,
top of Deer.
How do you beat
Yeah.
a Broadway show?
well,
We have to make one.
Yeah, we
DearAmbr the
should.
musical. If it's all Lori and theatrical, let's make
Yeah.
a musical.
yeah, bro.
I
Lori. This show is
I'm writing
Lori.
a letter.
Yeah.
Like Blue's Clues.
Like Blue's Clues, yeah.
Dude, so you guys have known Let me long pause.
Stupid.
That way we could change. No, I'm just kidding. But you guys have known each other for a while. Were you in videography when you guys met, or like did you guys develop these skills after being
Let's
friends?
see. In 7th grade,
When we met, we were both in
I
a
was
band.
really interested in girls.
And I was interested in your girl.
And he was
So I
interested
took her.
in my girl, and he took her. One of our first experiences
Bro,
together.
same story.
Same story.
That's weird that you didn't
did-
say anything
I
earlier.
don't, yeah, we kind of did bond over. No, we were already good friends.
Yeah.
We didn't
For like a
bond-
year, yeah.
yeah.
But it was a good bonding moment because we actually
Bitches ain't
grew
shit.
from
No.
that. He took my girlfriend, and we both somehow I was took the high road somehow, and we ended up being tighter than ever.
Bro, that's wild. So did you press him? Is that like same story?
He broke up with her for me
To
because he was
save
like,
our friendship, because he's
I
like,
was
I love
pissy
your
about it.
girlfriend. And
Yeah,
it's like, I can't hang
who is
out with
this
you
guy?
because I can't hang out with you because I think about her. So
we
I broke
did.
up with her,
And then I
he
slid on
started
that
fucking
thing
dating her.
quick as I could.
So you guys were already friends at
We
the
were
time?
like
Yeah,
best
yeah.
friends. Yeah, it's fucked up. I
And
was
then you
fucked
took
up.
his girl?
Yeah.
But you guys were what, 12?
Yeah,
12,
we were 13.
13.
Yeah.
So it's not like
whatever.
you're taking her to go do something. You
No, I
just,
don't
No,
even
he
think
just-
I kissed
think he
her.
held her
Skate City
hand.
or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
yeah.
like that asshole
Yeah.
took her to Skate City. That was our spot.
do you guys ever go to Skate City? Can you skate?
Hell yeah.
You look like you can skate, bro.
You look
Sure.
like a roller skater.
Rollerblader.
I'm more of a roller blader myself.
Yeah. Oh, you have the four on you.
Yeah, I need all four
He's got a
wheels.
balance problem.
Yeah.
Are you guys too old for like Heelys? Maybe.
Oh
No, I own adult Heelys.
No, you don't.
I need to bring
does.
those here, bro. That'd be sick.
dude, we should make
Why-
like ramps.
yeah.
That'd be perfect. Some little
Absolutely.
ramps.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like make them in the. They
Adult
made
sizes.
adult sizes, but they only made them in like colleges.
Yeah.
So I have some
Oh.
random college.
Just
I
like,
just but
college
it's sick
merch.
because
Yeah.
I heal around.
bro, that's sick.
Yeah.
Where'd you find those? You went to the college or
No, Heelys.
Never went to
Heelys.com.
college.
Never went to college.
no?
That's why I wear adult Heelys. Not going
Yeah.
to college is fucking sick.
If you were on a campus, bro, that shit would have got.
I play League of Legends and
Smoked
Healy
up.
around from the microwave
Gotta
back
escape
to
the
the
Matrix,
fridge.
bro.
Escape the Matrix.
Do you play League of Legends? What is that?
No.
Yeah, what is that?
Who's asking?
It made sense with the Healy thing,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
dude. That sounds.
Somebody
sick,
will
though.
understand that and laugh
I want some adult Heelys.
if they've made it this far.
Well,
All
maybe.
the goofs and
I don't
gags.
know, bro. I don't know how that stuff works. You guys got to help me out with all the, Brian knows everything about that shit. I'm like, Brian, the first like 5 podcasts, like the average 98% of people dropped off in the first like 3 minutes. I'm
Really?
like, fuck. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard when it's long form content. Like,
Yeah. We're learning. It sucks when like the analytics don't match like the creativity that you feel like you put into it.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, that's my life story.
You're just like, what
That's my
the
life
fuck, bro?
story.
What the fuck?
It's horrible. It makes you like, why am I doing this? And you have to remember you're not doing it for other people. You do it because you enjoy it.
Yeah,
and that's
dude,
what's
it's fun.
tough.
You're like, DearAmbr, such a good name. Why am I not
Yeah, what?
Drake right now? What the
Why
fuck?
is it not Dear Drake? Yeah. No.
No, dude, that's awesome. Who's the coolest person other than me that you guys have had on here?
on your
on
show?
the podcast,
Had
on
on
my
your-
show.
no one comes to
in here,
In here.
in the house.
Other
you
than
know?
Bruno.
Yeah. You've had some cool people that you weren't aware were cool people.
You want to tell
Yeah,
that
well,
story
we
real
had.
quick?
Oh shit! Yeah,
This one's
dude,
funny.
it was a booking I took.
And I wasn't here, of course.
And he comes in. It's like the photographer's super cool. He like shot for the Broncos for a long time, like super crazy
Yeah.
Like he did a bunch of sports photography, now does like his own freelance stuff. And he comes in, I'm talking to him, I'm like, oh, this is legit production. Like we don't get too many legit productions.
Don't say who it is until the very end.
No. Yeah. So they come in and it's like, nice. Okay. This is legit. He's doing some like cologne thing, ripped guy, like super,
Right
he's so tall,
He's
like freaking abs.
Our
He's
studio, right? But he was here,
he was
guys.
right here on the floor. We haven't vacuumed
Shirtless.
since then. and he, he's taking like product shots for this cologne. I was like, dude, this guy's like, this cologne must be legit because it smells good. He clearly like has some racks. Like he's wearing fancy, So I was like, dude, this guy's legit. I got his Insta. I'm like, we post him. It's freaking Aaron Gordon, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like one of the best players on the Nuggets.
Like
maybe in the league.
Yeah, like he's insane. And I had no idea. I was like, oh, nice to meet you, Aaron. This cologne is cool. I literally asked him like, how much is this? And he's like $200. And I was like, whoa, he's making good money off this cologne.
So
I probably accidentally humbled him a little just because I didn't say anything other than, oh cool, this cologne thing's working out.
Let's see. Okay, but
he has 1
you
million
gotta use
followers.
context clues, bro. Because honestly, let me just pull this up.
Yeah.
Like, because how tall is Aaron Gordon, right? Tall as fuck, bro.
He was easily 6'4", man.
Didn't he break the door?
Bro, he is 6'8".
When he came through the door.
Oh, they broke the door.
Because he was so big.
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay.
We could. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and he broke the door when he came through. It was crazy.
It's because you had that little basketball hoop above it, and then you just
just
slammed. Bro, he is 6'8".
No shit. How did you not know?
Bro, so a person that is 6'8", if you're above 6'4", I assume if you're above 6 foot, I'm like, this person probably does.
So you're
something.
gonna think that Aaron Gordon wasn't a Nuggets player. We're gonna think Ryan Allen was.
Who's Ryan Allen, bro?
This is a horrible, Bruno. You're gonna laugh. This is terrible. So we worked pretty closely. The Side 3 Studios, people probably know.
Yeah.
Aaron Ember has mixed a lot of music there, and
Dear Aaron.
there's this great artist. Her name's Kayla Ray, and she's an amazing like R&B artist. And so we were on a music video shoot with her. We were just kind of there, just hanging out, and they had told us that a Nuggets player was going to be the love interest in the video.
Okay.
So we're there. We pull up to the shoot. Everybody else is already there. They're kind of like, they're doing some behind the scenes stuff. And so the guy is there and we're like, shit, this is a Nuggets player. We should probably like say hi. Like, this is cool. So we go up and it's this dude. He's like he's shorter. He's like 5'8", 5'9", like short guy. And I forget it.
Does he even look athletic enough to be like...
Yeah, like athletic guy, like, but short, like not scrawny, but short. He's not like huge or something,
I mean, I'm 5'8", so I'm 5'9".
Yeah, like he probably, like similar build type of thing. Like still
like a really small...
super, but like strong,
Like an Ember, is like the smaller, could be bigger. But.
Could be big. Could always be bigger. For me.
I freaking go up to this guy. At the last minute, the Nuggets player canceled, and we didn't know that. And I freaking go up. It's this little.
So did you ask him? Are you on the Nuggets?
No, yeah. And I'm like,
way more nonchalant.
Oh, way more nonchalant. Like, not are you on the Nuggets? I'm like, man, like, what's it like playing basketball all the time?
And he was like, yo,
and he was so nice. He was so nice. He's like, oh,
I've been hooping.
I've been hooping. Like, it's cool. And we find out later.
So he probably doesn't know what the fuck.
This racist, like, asshole, like, coming up to him like, hey, man, you ball up? And no, it was just such a misunderstanding. And he was so nice. Bro. So he's like, I hoop sometimes. I like hooping. And it was, dude,
dang, that's
so
the worst.
Bad, so bad.
Did you ever get to like...
Oh yeah, because then he went and said like, what's
this
these guys like they're kind of weird, like these stereotyping me. And they're like, oh, they thought you were a Nuggets player. So we all had a good laugh.
It was hilarious.
Dang,
it was so funny.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Because imagine he like went home with that story.
Yeah, and didn't know and just thinks like we're just jerks. Like,
and if you came up like that could have been like.
Well, he could have punched. He should have just punched me in the face. Like, dude, you can't just go up to every guy you see and ask if they play basketball. Like, that's crazy. Imagine if every guy came up to me.
It was no.
Oh, you play video game? Oh, you play League of Legends?
You
Like,
definitely play League of Legends, though. I don't need to ask. I know, bro.
I
Just
know,
like-
right?
The part that I think was funny was like, it wasn't like you were just like, oh, like, so how's it like playing on the nug? Oh, wait, okay. You were like, you started off like, so like, how's basketball been going?
Oh,
so then he was like,
how's basketball
been going? He's like, yeah, I've been hooping a little with my friends here and there. Like when I work out, like it's a good workout. And he was like, yeah, man, I bet. Like, he's like, so like, how's it been playing on the Nuggets? And then they go Nuggets,
What?
and then Adele then like comes around and like starts cracking up. It was so
man.
funny.
Dang, dude,
So
that's
how's basketball
hilarious.
been
How's
going?
basketball been going? He's like, dude, I guess it's been. I mean, I don't know. My
what's the
jumper's
worst-
getting better.
What's the worst way I could stereotype you, bro?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel like that'd be a compliment. I'd be like, hell yeah, bro.
Oh,
She's been
yeah.
cool.
I freaking ball up. Yeah.
I don't know. You just kind of hit like a unlucky like coincidence, right?
You got set
Yeah,
up.
I did.
He was the basketball player was never gonna come. It was all to make you know A Swizzle look racist is
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah. It's a bad
You know?
sitcom bit. It's like a weird thing.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
But I can even imagine from his perspective, like he probably doesn't know you guys. You guys are just there.
We had never met.
They're probably like, are these guys like fucking
What the? Yeah. Like, what the hell is up?
Are they
with
trying to
this
make
guy?
small talk and this is as best as they could do?
Are you hitting on
Because
me,
in
bro?
his head, he's a music artist, so he's just like he's just another artist there. So we
Oh,
just come up.
Yeah. Well, he's
Anyways.
actually one of the not head, but he's one of the engineers at Side 3 now. So
Oh wow.
book a session with him.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Well, guys,
Yes.
let me clear this up because we were talking about it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the difference between a producer, a producer, and then mixing, and what is mastering, and how does a song come together?
You have splice,
Yeah, Splice is
and then you sort of just drag it in, and then you
No.
hit play.
Yeah, is that how it works?
Well,
No,
okay.
that was a good. Sorry.
how I would explain it, and I mean, you can.
One person will laugh at that.
Yeah,
They'll chuckle. They'll go.
little, but I would say overall, you have how I would start it, right? I mean, this is yet again, there is no real wrong answer about the process of stuff because everyone does it differently. But I would say, like, for me, it's like I go in, I produce the beat, or I make the beat, let's say, because I would say like that's the beat making part of it, or production. Now, modern days, you would say like I'm producing, right?
Yeah.
But the interesting part is that like normally, like in the industry, like production actually would more mean like the person that is overseeing the album or the project as a whole, that is not actually hands-on computer or even is like maybe not even that musically talented in a way of like theory or like, oh, I want to pick this sound, or they're not like, doing any synth stuff crazy.
It's like coordinating
like, getting the right people together. Like, okay, well, we want to get this vocal production person on the team. I'm going to make sure that I get that set up, and we're going to like go in. I need this person to execute the guitar correctly. We know where we want the song to go. We know how we want it to sound. So I'm going to get the right people that know what they're doing to do that. Okay. That's like, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not saying I'm 100% on this one, but that's my understanding of it, is that like producer in the traditional form is like somebody that like brings the people together that are really talented to like, execute.
Kinda,
that's the word I was looking for, to execute what they're kind of thinking big picture wise. Yeah. But anyway, to go back to what I was saying is like, you make the beat, and then I would write to it, and then I would record it, and then I would go get it mixed or mix it myself, which mixing is more, you get your, you want that kick to like come through a little better. You're going to like mix the kick into the song, so where it's not just muddying up the whole song, where you just hear like, when you don't like hear the rest of like the melodies that you put in there, or the chord progression and stuff. So you want to make sure that everything is kind of in level with each other. Like the way that you're hearing it, you want to make sure that everything sounds clear and you're hearing everything and it's not like distorting, right? Yeah. It's like not clipping or crunching and you hear like, oh, why does it sound like shit? Yeah. So that's kind of like mixing as like at a basic terms, right? You're like getting it sounding level and clean and clear. You want to make sure that everything sounds good. And then like mastering is then, in my understanding, is like kind of going that last 5% with like EQing and making sure that like everything sounds perfect once it's all like one piece of the puzzle.
Once it's together.
Once it's together, right? Like mixing is like, you're not cutting, you're like pinpointing like, okay, this specific percussion sound that's like is getting like, you know, muddied up and you can't even hear it. So you're going to like take it at a certain like frequency and you're going to boost it to make sure that it comes through, but it's like muddying up in the low end. So you take the low end out. So it's like super boring stuff. Yeah. It's really honestly
so bored. I'm so bored.
It's honestly not
This
interesting.
took a turn. Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And to learn all this and make it happen, come to the warehouse where we have a recording studio.
Absolutely.
This nerd who knows what he's doing.
So you don't have to even think about that dumb shit.
Exactly. And that's where I was going.
So if you were bored, then you come to me.
Come here.
And you don't have to ever hear that again.
Is this like a pre-announcement that's about to happen?
Oh, no. Well, maybe.
Pre-announcement to the...
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say because then maybe people
Too much.
Well, yeah.
That's a good
I got some peeps that I want to have on there. But what I was going to say is like that's also part of something that you guys offer, right? So it's kind of cool that I can come in here, for example, or other artists or creators in general. Like you don't even have to have an idea, but you have... Really though, but you have like the space. You have people. If it turns out to be something music related, like you can help them make it.
Right. If
you're a videographer and a photographer, and it's like you can have all these lights and all this stuff, right?
You could.
So it's just a hub.
You could literally come in here and have zero experience in any music or anything.
Anything.
Anything. You could just
could be a baby. You could literally have been freshly born.
And you could just walk right
As long as
in.
you have funding, we can make it happen for you.
Absolutely.
And not even that much funding.
Yeah.
No. Just a couple million. Down payment.
Just enough.
Just a mil.
Enough for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our profit margins are really high. 1,000,000%.
It's wild.
That's so stupid.
Have you ever thought of like doing something like
No.
no? He's never had a thought. No, I don't think at all.
I don't think, and therefore I'm not.
Have you ever thought of doing like a movie type like long format? Because even the videos that I've seen you do with him, they're just like there is a story to it.
Yeah.
And I like that. Like, would you guys ever record like a 1 hour, like literally like 50 hours, break it down into like a movie?
Maybe.
You know, I think definitely
For the EP.
So I think what we want to do.
We
is
have
kinda,
an EP coming out that's like sort of it all kind of flows together, bigger story. The problem is, man, we want to and we're gonna eventually. It takes so much time. Even those music videos, I mean, and that's something people should know and hear a little is just like that, you know, there's a lot of people, especially in Denver, that do videos for very cheap, like really cheap, and it's very like transition based and like still really epic and cool. But the story stuff, like people come in and want like, what can you do for $100?
Right.
And it's like, well, I'll hold a camera up. You know, like really, like they don't. People don't understand the time that goes in. They're kind of one of my favorite videos that we've done together is for his song "Let's Get Out of Here." Yeah, and follows this whole story, and it's this whole thing, and we had the actors and the actresses, and like it was so many shoot days, and it
was
took,
it the party one?
Yeah, the party
that's
one.
my favorite.
The
Dude,
party one's Red 921.
Bro, that's my favorite.
That one still took a lot of effort, but not quite like
less time.
It's just people don't a lot of videos I have seen and see is just people don't understand the effort that goes into like to the whole pre-process too, where you have to storyboard the whole thing. Yeah. So that one video, it's a 2.5 minute song.
What's a storyboard?
And that was,
what does that even mean?
Like that's where you have the idea is the first thing you need. And then the storyboard is where you sort of lay out like, here's what each frame is going to look like. And not necessarily like you're not animating, but it's more like, okay, in this scene, but it's more specific than like, I want a girl dancing. Right. And then I want her to be sad. Okay. Like it's a little more specific.
But is it
like
words that you write? Or
words, and you kind of, so traditionally you sketch little, okay, here's kind of what this looks like. Here's kind of what this looks like.
So give me an example using like that same one. Yeah. So would it be like,
so you have
I want a girl twerking instead of
twerking, but then like, so you crying. Have the big, it's like lots of umbrellas with like little unders. You have, I want girl twerking. And then you have, here's camera, like here's the
camera pans
vision.
out.
It's not just, I want girl twerking. That could mean a million things. Is she twerking on the floor? Is she twerking on the bed? Is she twerking on another girl? Is she she twerking on somebody's face? There's a lot of different types of girls.
Those
twerking.
are the top 4.
That can change the story.
The story, right? And the whole story changes. If she's twerking on the bed, that's different than her twerking on your face. It's a different. We're filming a whole different type of video. You know?
I wonder if you just gave like shitty storyboards to creators. That would be like fun to see like what videos we like. Let's say we all have the same storyboard, and then we go out and make it. Like what it would look like.
Yeah.
Your interpretation. Right?
You give the storyboard to 5 different.
Right. It's a shit
groups.
one. Well, it's not even a storyboard.
Does
It's
it
just
better.
you just have the like basic idea.
Yeah, just like
I want girl twerking.
Camera, you know, and then the next step, girl is sad and crying. But that could be like anywhere.
Fill in the blanks.
That'd be a fun Fiverr
Bro.
thing. Like if we we have enough of a budget that you kind of do the like, okay, what does the $5 guy do? What does the $100 guy do? What does the $1,000 video?
Oh, yeah,
look like?
that'd
be
actually
fun.
fun.
Can you submit a storyboard to Fiverr? Like, are people aware
I'm sure
of these
you
words?
could say, I want you to produce the whole thing. Here's all you get, and I'm sure
Here's the info.
here's the info.
Fiverr's fire, dude. There's a lot of shit on Fiverr.
There's a lot of people freaking not getting paid what they're worth.
Yeah, dude. The Philippines, dog. You could get shit for like
outsource
$50 and then just work like for a month. It's wild.
It's horrible.
Well, transactional capitalism.
It is.
You know, move to America, I guess. It's just. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm not from here. Okay, I moved here.
It's true.
Look at what we're doing. We have a podcast. You know, you guys have a studio, and I do it here. So if you want to be like me, move to America is what I gotta say. The land of opportunity.
I was born here.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps this inspirational moment.
I don't think it was meant to be
here.
inspirational, but yeah. But then again, why all the German support?
What my family is German.
I'm kidding, bro.
Actually, I learned this the other day. I don't know what exactly family member in the third generation of my family, and like it was like an aunt or like not like a distant relative, like an aunt or like a third removed cousin or whatever, was like incredibly instrumental in the Underground Railroad.
Really, bro? Do you
like literally would like hide, like did the whole thing, hit him?
Really?
No, I want. Yeah, like was like
in our house or something.
yeah, like in the house, like lied to police and like was a part of the road.
That's so crazy.
Which is kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, bro.
Because I've just I was co-valedictorian. Like that's cool. It's all that's fake. I haven't done anything for anybody.
Co-valedictorian online school. Oh
My
man.
Hopefully you
ancestors
do
are looking
something
down
from
at me
now
like,
until
"Wow,
then."
you're sitting on a podcast."
Yeah.
Like,
You're
cool.
like looking through the archives. Wow. Grandpa really was cool.
Wow, that's funny.
No, but that is wild. That's so cool though.
Yeah. So I guess if that doesn't give me
But
clout,
you
I
got
don't
the
know what will.
speech. You got the
Yeah.
speech. So it's like, was she really valedictorian? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
She was just standing up
It's
there,
true.
poor girl.
It's true. I feel bad.
Fuck calc, anyways, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I'm on your team.
Like,
calc.
fuck
Do you use calculus today or no?
Bro, I don't even.
What is calculus?
Calculus, yeah.
You don't
No,
know.
I
You got
don't.
a D,
No, I
bro.
I didn't even really finish high school that much.
Well, it's all good, dude, because you guys are putting the pieces together. I'm always happy to be here. I'm always proud to be here. I get excited to bring people in, and they feel like it's high-level production because it is, you know, because it is. But I do want to appreciate you guys coming on. Thanks for filling in.
Yeah.
It was
super fun.
Yeah.
We were planning on doing it at some point. So
We're going to do it again, too.
Yeah.
We're going to do it again.
So,
If you guys want to come and book a time, right, where can they book?
we can book.
Warehouse, warehaus.hsi is our Instagram, or you can head on over to thewarehouse.space.
Oh, space.
Go to our website, book there, and you know what? Use code Bruno.
Yeah, I
for
get a
10%
code.
off.
Yeah, bro.
We have no actual way to put a code in, but
Yeah.
you
Use
can
code
try.
Bruno. Email them my name. No, guys, but it was a pleasure having you guys on. I look forward to coming back.
Yeah,
I'll catch you guys soon.
Thanks, Bruno.
I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.